Welcome back to Gunner Fan TV and welcome back to another fan cam. North London Derby, people. North London Derby. Arsenal versus Tottenham. And we got the job done today, bro. I'm telling you, bro, I'm excited. I'm honestly excited. Let me give a round of applause to Mikel Arteta and the boys for getting the job done today. We needed to win. Reason being, the teams this weekend that are actually chasing the title, the freaking Manchester City and the Liverpools, they drop points, right? And in seasons past, we would have never capitalized on this opportunity. And we did capitalize on the opportunity today. So credit to the team, credit to the boys for getting the job done. And not just getting the job done, but we performed at a level today, guys. 4 goals to 1. Let's get into it real quick. There's some parts of the game that I really, really liked, and there were other parts of the game that I actually have to question. But it's all positive today. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna get into the negativity of it. I'm just gonna stay positive as much as I can because we won. We got the 3 points. We're 6 points ahead, bro. 6 points ahead of Chelsea, who's second, surprisingly. I don't even know how they got there. They just snuck up and they're second, but we're 7 points ahead of City. I'm not even worried about Liverpool. I was never worried about Liverpool. If you've watched any videos on this channel, I said several times, I'm not worried about Liverpool. I've always been worried about City because they have the pedigree, they have the coach, they have the history, they have the mentality to chase us down. And it's still early. It's only 12 games in. We're only leading them by 7 points, but we're leading Chelsea by 6 points. So here we are, guys. We got over the line today, and let's talk about it real quick. The performance was okay for me. It wasn't a great game, but it was a good performance overall as a team, right? So from start, we knew we were missing Gabriel, right, and we were missing Yalcarez from the starting 11, which we've come to know because we haven't had Odegaard for a while, so he's not even been into the mix for some time now. So we have the same midfield, the same back line, with the exception of Gabriel, who picked up an injury during the international break, and it seems like he'll be out for 2 months. But honestly, I wasn't worried about that because defensively, overall as a team, we've been solid. And just taking one player out of the mix, I don't think it'll be such an issue. So for us, it was either going to be Mascara or Capie, and they brought in Nkapie. And listen, however you want to say his name, Nkapia, Nkapie, Nkape. Listen, man, I'm gonna clap yay today, bro, because solid game from him. He didn't skip a beat. I mean, to be honest, Spurs didn't really do anything. If we're gonna be honest, they didn't really pressure us. They didn't really push us back. It's just that when we needed to clean up in the back, we cleaned up, and everybody overall in the back four did pretty well. So no, nothing big there to really pinpoint. Solid performance by Nkapie for, I want to say, his first start in the prem, and he did okay. Um Timber again, bro. Timber again did listen. It's just copy and paste with Timber at this point, bro. You could easily say he's the best right back in the league. I don't want to hear any talk about anybody else, bro, because in the Premier League right now, like, yo, he's the best. He's the best, bro. That's it. Point blank, full stop. Nobody else. No Reese. No, none of them boys, bro. They're not seeing Timber. All right. Good performance again from him. Calafiori, he was doubtful, but another solid performance by Calafiori. It's going to be hard for Skelly to get back into this team the way Calafiori is playing. Skelly does give you a different element, to the game, to that position, but defensively, he's strong, he's solid. He doesn't really make a lot of errors. He's not holding the ball too much in that area where Skelly would normally give you an extra touch. Calafiori is safe, he's strong, and he just plays. I mean, he's playing well, so we just got to give that to him. Rhea, I mean, I don't think the goal was too much his fault. He got caught out, and we know that's how we play, bro. So if he gets lobbed, and that ball should never been lost in the midfield by Zubimendi, and I'll touch on that. Zubimendi lost that ball. I mean, he was under pressure. I could see it coming from a mile, but he just needed to release that pass. He had all the time to make that pass, and that kind of pissed me off. But we'll touch on that, in a little bit. But overall, the back four, including the keeper, played well. And, we 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 played and never really caused us any issues as it pertains to our defense. Now, touching into the midfield again, Rice, immense. Great performance again by Rice. Like he consistently gives you these performances. And our only concern is if Rice gets injured, then what are we going to do? Because there's not a natural replacement for Rice in this team, right? No guard isn't going to do the same job that he does. Marina coming into that middle will not give you the same job. Zubamende 100% will not give you what Rice gives you. So what's going to happen if Rice goes down? And honestly, the way we play, the history that we have, we always for some reason we get injuries, man. We get injuries every season, and we have players out for long term or short term or whatever. But there's never a season where no one in the team hasn't picked up a knock here or there. So I don't want that to happen, but we want to keep Rice fit because if Rice isn't fit, then we're going to have problems. Zubamende today, bro. As soon as I was complaining about how just regular he was today and his passing wasn't too great, he loses the ball and then Richarlison just freaking lobs Raya. You know what I'm saying? Just simple passes, bro. You one player on you, pass it. Second one on you, you shouldn't even have it at your feet. Let the ball go, bro. And that's just a little like the concentration that you need to have sometimes, bro, to just know when to release the ball. It's no pressure. We're 3 goals up. Just release the ball quick, move, get it back. That's it. They're chasing. All right. So for me, he wasn't Zimmerman wasn't great today. He was okay, but that giveaway just changed the whole thing, changed the whole rating I would have for him overall. And he gets a lower rating today because of that mistake. And that was all on him. Um, listen, I wanted to leave Eze for last, but let me just go in order, man. Eze is the next midfielder. So let's talk about Eze. Great performance. Just to think that we probably would have never had Eze if Havertz wasn't injured is just unfathomable right now. It's just unfathomable to think that he would not be here if Havertz wasn't injured, bro. I can't believe it. We almost missed the opportunity to sign this player. He could have been playing for Spurs today, but Spurs wanted him, but he wanted Arsenal, bro. And today he repaid us with 3 goals. First hat trick from any Arsenal player in a North London derby in 50 years, bro. It's crazy, bro. It was a wonder and a sight to behold to see him score those 3 open play goals today. It wasn't any set pieces overall. No freaking set piece goal today. All in play, bro. All I'm saying, like, it's I don't want to hear it anymore that we could only score set piece goal, bro. All goals from open play, bro. I don't want to hear it, bro. You feel me? So it's one of them things where it's he knew he had to step up, bro. The pressure was mounting. He scored in the international break. So he's on some type of form and he's been playing with the guys for a while. Like, we got to understand, it doesn't matter if a player has, like, if the player is Premier League ready. Like, that's yes, that's good. That's a factor. But it doesn't matter if you play in the Premier League or not. Once you come into a new system, you are going to need time to settle, bro. You're going to need time to build that understanding and chemistry with everyone else in your team. And as he needed that, bro, don't think he's gonna just hit the ground running. That ain't that's not how it works, bro. That ain't how it works. Every player has to come in and they have to kind of slowly understand the system and understand how the team works, right? Look at Isaac, bro. He's not even getting it because number one, he didn't have a preseason. Isaac also really didn't have a preseason because what he came in late, bro. Right? So, but it did have a preseason with Crystal Palace, so that's different. The difference with him and Isaac just didn't go to the preseason with Newcastle, so that's kind of hurting him right now. You need a preseason, that's number one, but you need a preseason with the team, which does help the team that you're actually going to play for, right? So it would take Eze time to build. And now I think he's going to be good now. He just needs to build from this. And even when Odegaard comes back into the team, he's still going to have a place. He might not be playing that 10 role like he played today, just behind the striker, where you'll see most of his goals. Like, you're definitely going to see more goals if he plays in that position. So they may have to push Odegaard left, but I mean, Odegaard is the captain. So, and I think Mikel Arteta really loves him in that spot. And he does create on a good day. But it's not about Odegaard today. It's about Eze, bro. Eze, however you want to say it. I mean, I know him as Eze, so I want to call him Eze, but he says his name is Eza. However, 3 goals, bro. Hat trick. You cannot ask for anything more, bro. He played well. He played with confidence, great finishes. He could have scored 4 goals today. But great performance from Eze. See the confidence, and I want that to continue, bro. Long may that continue from Eze. He had the freedom. Tottenham wasn't great, but Eze was great, bro. And I'm thankful to have a player like that, bro. What a story. What a story, bro. You could never wrote this story. Like you could never, if you got a pen and paper and see you're gonna write this story, bro, it could have never been written the way it's written, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Great performance today from Eze. Another player, Trossard. Excellent performance from Trossard. Let's not underrate him, bro. He's been excellent so far, and I hope it continues. Martinelli's back, so we could rotate, both players. Also Madueke is back, so he could also play left. But Trossard has been consistent, and just to think that we wanted to sell Trossard, bro. Listen, it would have been a big mistake, but hopefully he continues with that performance. You want every player to stay at that level, and Trossard right now is at that level. 1 goal, an assist. He looks great. He looks good. He looked good today, and I hope it continues against Bayern Munich. Saka for me didn't have a good game. I mean, in my opinion, a lot of people may think differently. I just think he needs to give us more. Today was just an ordinary game. He wasn't a threat. I mean, he does get doubled up a lot, but that's still not, you know, you can't use that as an excuse. I see many players in the Premier League get doubled up because they know they're a threat. Duckle gets doubled up all the time and he still performs. He's still able to, get himself loose and get himself free, to do some damage. And Saka needs to, I don't know, he needs to change up his game because today for me, he wasn't great. I want to say it was okay, a couple of shots there, free kicks, whatever, but he didn't seem like a threat to me. I mean, that's what I saw compared to everyone else, compared to his counterpart on the left. Madueke came on and switched to that side once and picked up a foul. Like he looked like he wanted to score. He looked a threat. If I'm going to be honest, I didn't see that from Saka, and he needs to fix that. All right, because we ask a lot from him because he's a star boy. He's the one that we look to when things aren't happening, and he needs to just, refine his game a little bit more. He's getting more mature, and you know what I'm saying. He just needs to stand out. If you understand what I'm saying, he just needs to stand out a little bit more as our star boy. But overall, he had a good game. I think he just could have done better, a lot better. Mika Marino, not my striker, but he did a job. Great pass today to Trossard. That was a wonderful pass for the first goal. Another pass into Trossard to set up Eze. That came from him too. The only issue I really have with him is not that he drops deep sometimes to receive the ball as a striker. I don't like my strikers so deep. I saw him one time at the halfway line. Like, what are you even doing there? However, the thing I don't like that he falls down too much, bro. I don't know if I'm nitpicking, but why can't he's not strong. I don't know what it is. He's a big guy. So why is he falling down? You know what I'm saying? Every touch he gets, every night he just falls down, bro. Just be strong. And I think that's my biggest problem with him. Is just that he's just not strong enough. And there's other issues. I mean, he's not a striker, so I'm not going to judge him too much on that. But as a player, he needs to be stronger than. Let's just say that. But he played okay today. He did his job. I mean, he contributed to 2 goals. From what I can remember. Clear goals. So, let's give him that. Played okay. The rest of the changes that came on were big impact changes. Madueke, actually, I think he came on and did okay. Looked like he had some attacking intent. I want to see more of him. I really would have wanted to see Martinelli for Trossard. Sorry, Martinelli. Yes, Martinelli for Trossard and Madueke for Saka. I think Martinelli does, like, he needs some playing time because he's back on the bench. He's not match ready. So I would have liked to actually see him get a couple minutes today just to get him back into that, mindset, that mentality of playing on the field with the boys. But overall, man, great win. We needed this 6-point lead. We just need to build on that. We have Chelsea in the league next. And we cannot drop any points against this London team, bro. I'm telling you, because they're second. Let's not sleep on them. They're second right now. All right, 6 points. All right, and we play them next. All right, so we could go what? If we beat them, they'll stay on there. They'll stay on 23, I think they're on. City play also. City could win. But so we'll just keep it at that 7-point gap with City if City does win. But we just need to beat Chelsea. Like, it's in our hands now. We have to beat the closest contender, which is Chelsea, and just keep pushing away from these guys. Um, Something to note here. Let me talk about the referee, Michael Oliver. A lot of people were nervous about having him refereeing the game today. I think he did very well. I think he was very consistent. Let's point that out. He was a very consistent referee today, and more so, he did his job. He did his job as a referee. And that's what you want from the referees. You want them to go into a game and actually do your job. And he done his job today. Like, he wasn't calling all the touches and knocks. He was consistent throughout. He wasn't just calling for one team. You know what I'm saying? I was kind of surprised because I thought he was going to be terrible today, but I think he was good. And sometimes you got to call it out and be honest. When a referee done his job, right? You call it out, right? And you big him up for that. So big up to the referee, Michael Oliver, for refereeing a really good game today. Like, he kept it tidy, he kept it clicking, bro. You know what I'm saying? The game was going. He didn't stop. He didn't call for stupid, silly fouls, and he kept the game under control. And I respected him for that, right? Overall, again, guys, good win for us. Another 3 points, 6-point lead. It's up to us now, guys. We just got to go ahead and do it. We have Bayern Munich coming up in the Champions League, another game that we need to win, but we could make some rotation, because I think the most important game for us is Chelsea. Chelsea, we got to win that game against Chelsea. Appreciate you guys. Thank you for stopping by again. Listen, go ahead, smash the like, subscribe. If you have not subscribed to the channel, respect to everybody who has already subscribed to the channel. Appreciate you guys. If you've already subscribed, continue liking the video. Appreciate you guys, and I'll catch you in the next one, people. Peace.